When my lawyers hit me and I saw the 66, I was like, I didn't say nothing about her marijuana thing. Only thing I did was post about it. I don't know what you're talking about. So I'm generally getting mad. Like, why is she mad? Because I'm reporting that she's, one of Papoose's chicks, and she's paying him, to come out and walk beside her and be in the ring. And Papoose ain't got no money like that. Let's just keep it a buck. Papoose ain't got no money. I'm like, why is she so mad? So when I saw the caption, I was like...
The internet didn't just wake up that morning. It completely exploded. The moment Tasha K pressed record, it felt like she wasn't simply sharing celebrity gossip. Instead, people believed she had just revealed something that could seriously damage the relationship fans thought was solid between Claressa Shields and Papoose. And strangely enough, everything seemed to begin with just a few words that quickly spread across social media. When Tasha hinted that there might be another woman involved, fans didn't take long to react. Within minutes, people on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok started posting screenshots, rumors, and theories. Some claimed to have seen private messages. Others said there were hotel bookings connected to trips that were supposed to be work-related. It went from quiet gossip to a full-blown storm in less than an hour. What made the situation feel even more serious was the timing. All of this was said to have happened right before a major fight, which made people wonder if someone was trying to damage Claressa emotionally before an important moment in her career. For years, both Claressa and Papoose had very strong public images. Claressa was known as a disciplined athlete who focused completely on her career. She built her reputation on hard work, confidence, and never showing weakness in front of the world. On the other hand, Papoose had always been described as loyal and supportive, especially because of how he had stood by his wife in the past. Fans respected him for that, and many people believed he represented the idea of a faithful partner in the entertainment world. That is why the rumors hit so hard. It didn't feel like a normal celebrity scandal. It felt like something that could change the way people see both of them forever. At first, Tasha K did not directly accuse anyone of cheating. Instead, she spoke in a way that made people curious. She suggested that someone had approached her with information and that the truth was more complicated than fans believed. That was enough to push the internet into investigation mode. People began searching old interviews, old social media posts, and even videos from events where Claressa and Papoose appeared together. Every small detail suddenly looked suspicious to someone. Things became even more intense when Tasha addressed another rumor during a live session. Some people had claimed that Claressa had smoked marijuana during a moment on her platform. Tasha quickly corrected that story and said, as far as she knew, Claressa had never done anything like that.
Claressa hasn't smoked any weed. To my knowledge, Papoose didn't give her any weed. And so that was damaging, right? And so I apologize for that, Claressa, and apologize that came out on my platform. And so we have since changed the caption to something that was directed at what was in the content. And I told my team, don't be adding nothing extra. Don't be adding nothing. I know you're messy. I know, that's why I hired y'all, but don't add nothing extra because then it costs me extra. And then I got to pay these lawyers, and these lawyers be $600 an hour. Booster's side chick allegedly popped up and said, I'm in Hawaii sitting pretty too. Now, Remy Ma has already spilled the wine on Claressa not being the only one and how desperate she's been over having Papoose by her side. I mean, she is, what do you call it? Like the greatest fighter, whatever, boxer. You know what I'm saying? I'm not negating what she's done, but she's obviously number one in her class. And so she's been winning a lot of belts, and she's that chick, right?
She even apologized publicly for allowing the wrong caption to stay online for a short time. She explained that her team sometimes adds extra details to make posts more dramatic, but in this case, it created a false impression. She also joked about how expensive lawyers can be and said mistakes like that cost her a lot of money. Even though she tried to clear that rumor, the bigger story about the alleged affair was still growing. Soon after that, another rumor began spreading about a trip to Hawaii. According to several people online, Papoose had said he was traveling for work. But someone else claimed that a woman had posted photos from the same location around the same time. Fans started comparing the backgrounds of the photos. They looked at balconies, swimming pools, and hotel rooms to see if they matched. It sounds extreme, but this is exactly how the internet reacts when a big celebrity story begins to grow. The story became even more dramatic when someone claimed that a message had been sent to Claressa late at night. The message allegedly included pictures and information that made her question everything. Nobody knows if this actually happened, but the rumor alone was enough to make people talk even more. Some fans said she must have felt hurt. Others believed she would stay calm because she has always shown strong self-control in difficult situations. While all this was happening, Tasha continued to drop small hints instead of giving one clear explanation. She said that a woman had come forward with proof and that the situation was worse than people thought. Every time she said something like that, thousands of viewers joined her live sessions to see what she would reveal next. It started to feel less like a normal conversation and more like a series of episodes in a reality show that nobody could stop watching. At the same time, fans started looking back at older videos of Claressa and Papoose together. In some clips, people claimed he looked uncomfortable when questions about loyalty came up. In other videos, they said Claressa looked confident but slightly distant. Whether those interpretations were true or not is impossible to know, but once people start looking for signs, they usually find something that supports their theory. Another rumor that caused a huge reaction involved an alleged voice recording. Some users claimed they had heard a clip where a woman sounded emotional and a man sounded nervous. Nobody confirmed whether the recording was real, but the story spread quickly anyway. That is how celebrity scandals often work. Once one rumor becomes popular, other rumors begin to grow around it. Tasha then went live again and said she had heard more information. She claimed that money might have been involved and that some people were trying to keep the situation quiet. That made fans even more curious because it suggested the problem was not just emotional, but also complicated. Some people started saying the entire situation had been planned carefully, while others believed it was simply a misunderstanding that had grown too big. At this point, Claressa herself did not say much publicly. Instead, she posted a short message that many people thought was directed at the situation. The message talked about loyalty and how people sometimes confuse loyalty with convenience. Even though it was only one sentence, it quickly received millions of views and comments. Supporters told her to stay strong, while critics said she should speak directly about what was happening. Meanwhile, Papoose stayed completely silent. He did not post a statement, deny the rumors, or respond to the accusations. That silence made people even more suspicious, because social media users often believe that if someone says nothing, they must be hiding something. Of course, that is not always true, but that is how the internet usually reacts. The story took another dramatic turn when someone claimed there was a second phone involved. According to the rumor, this phone was used to keep certain conversations private. Fans immediately started creating theories about hidden messages, secret contacts, and things that had never been discovered before. Whether the second phone actually existed or not, the idea alone was enough to make the situation feel even more dramatic. People who support Claressa began defending her online. They said she had worked too hard to let a relationship problem destroy her focus. Others said she deserved respect and privacy, especially because she is a professional athlete preparing for important fights. On the other side, critics said she should have noticed the signs earlier. As usual, the internet was divided into two groups arguing with each other all day. Tasha K then mentioned that she might receive legal threats because of the things she was discussing. She said her lawyers often have to step in when a story becomes this big. Instead of sounding worried, she acted calm and confident. She even hinted that she still had more information that had not been shared yet. That made fans believe the story was far from over. Some rumors also suggested that Claressa asked for complete honesty and wanted to see proof of everything. According to the stories, she wanted access to messages, travel details, and other information. Nobody knows what really happened behind closed doors, but the rumors made the situation feel very serious. Instead of a small misunderstanding, it sounded like something that had been going on for a long time. The final moment that made the internet react strongly was a blurry photo that people believed showed two people standing together on a balcony in Hawaii. The image was not clear enough to confirm anything, but fans still tried to analyze it. They compared body shapes, clothing, and even shadows. Some said it was fake, while others believed it was real proof. Either way, the photo made the story trend again. After that, Claressa became completely quiet online. No more posts, no more hints, nothing. That silence made the story feel heavier than before, because people started imagining the worst. Supporters hoped she was focusing on her career and ignoring the drama. Critics believed the silence meant the rumors were true. Once again, nobody really knew the truth, but everyone had an opinion. Another rumor later claimed that a screen recording from a private phone had been leaked. The recording supposedly showed messages that were not professional at all. If that story is true, it would mean the situation was not just emotional but also carefully hidden. Fans began asking questions about why someone would need a second phone and why certain messages would need to be deleted. Tasha K returned online one more time and said the situation was even worse than people thought. She claimed the story was not finished and that more details could appear at any moment. That statement alone kept the entire internet watching closely, waiting for the next update. Behind all the drama, many fans started feeling sad instead of excited. They said the story was no longer entertaining because it involved real people and real emotions. Claressa is not only a celebrity, but also someone who has worked extremely hard to reach the top of her sport. Seeing her involved in such a public scandal made many supporters feel protective. Others said the situation shows how dangerous social media can be. One rumor can turn into a huge story within minutes, even if nobody knows the full truth. Screenshots, voice recordings, and photos can easily be misunderstood or even edited. Once millions of people see them, it becomes almost impossible to correct the damage. Right now, nobody knows exactly what will happen next. Some people believe the relationship will survive because both of them are strong personalities. Others think the damage is too big and that they will eventually go their separate ways. A few fans even believe the entire situation was exaggerated and that the truth will be much smaller than what people expect. What is clear, however, is that the story is far from finished. Every time it seems like things are calming down, another rumor appears and starts the conversation again. Until either Claressa Shields or Papoose speaks openly about what really happened, the internet will continue guessing. In situations like this, the truth often comes out slowly, not all at once. Maybe there was a misunderstanding. Maybe someone tried to create drama for attention. Or maybe there really was a betrayal that nobody expected. Whatever the reality is, it will eventually become clear, but for now, people can only watch and wait. One thing is certain. This situation has already changed how many fans see the relationship between Claressa Shields and Papoose. Whether they stay together or not, the image that once looked perfect now feels very different. And because Tasha K was the one who started the conversation, her role in this story will probably be discussed for a long time as well. For now, the internet is waiting quietly, but everyone knows that one new message, one new video, or one public statement could restart everything in seconds. That is how these celebrity stories work. They start with a whisper, grow into a storm, and then suddenly explode again when nobody expects it. And judging by how intense this situation has already become, it would not be surprising if the biggest revelation has not even happened yet.